Hey guys, DC Darlin in the place once again. I know I promised that this episode we're gonna dive into tests, but before that, I need us to be on the same page regarding a couple of things, okay? So the first thing we want to do really is we didn't merge our branch to master, so that's like the first agenda right now. So let's do that really quick. So git fetch origin master, doesn't really matter, master, okay, and then sorry, git way merge master, and then git push origin or development branch, which is 2, and then master, okay, username, it's my password, okay, come on, I think we're good. Let's confirm that everything is in master. As you can see, our master is updated. So there's a couple of things I want us to put out of the way before we get to testing in the next episode, and this time I promise, but we need to get this thing straight first of all. Okay, so I want to paint a picture of what we'll be doing, like a schema sort of view. Again, we're not using a database, but I think it's slightly easier to understand the flow of things if we have a relational sort of database in the back of our heads, as much as we're not using a database. So we'll have users, okay, and it's over here under probably everything regarding auth will be represented by users, and we're only going to have a username and a password. So username will act as the primary key. So in our API we'll only have username and password for our users, because again we want to keep it real simple. Of course you may need things like an ID, their first name, their last name, the date they registered, and all that stuff, but again the purpose of this tutorial is just a walkthrough, and you may easily add other fields if you so wish. Okay, and so we have events, which of course is probably everything over here, adding events and all that stuff. So we can get a picture of events with this table events, where we have event ID being the unique field, and then we'll only have event name and event location. Of course you may want to add things like event date and the cost of the event and all these different things, but then again we're really trying to keep things simple and straight to the point. Then the table bookings, which kind of acts as an intermediary between these two, where we have these two foreign keys that join these two tables, you know, all that normalization stuff when it comes to relational database. So table bookings, this is where we'll have when a user books an event. Okay, so as you can see over here, where is book an event. So this is the picture I want to paint, so you guys just have an idea of what we're gonna do. We'll have users and bookings and events. Okay, so that is out of the way. These are the fields that we'll have, this too especially. So one last thing before we kill this episode, and then the next episode we're diving into tests. I want to put this test-driven development cycle. So we'll first of all write tests and make sure that they fail, and then we're gonna write code to make our tests pass, and then we're gonna refactor. So this is the TDD circle of life, what we're gonna be using throughout this tutorial. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. If you got a question, comment down below. Next episode we're getting into tests and making sure tests fail, and then making them pass maybe in preceding episode and all this good stuff. Okay, that's it for now. DC, peace out.